guys, welcome to another installment of the My Team on F1 2020. As has been the case with a number of these videos and streams as well so far, this is sponsored content, so if you would like to buy the game for yourself and start your own My Team, there is a link in the description where you can pick the game up. Do check that out. Of course, as ever, if you're enjoying watching these highlighted, edited videos and would like to see the streams in their entirety, then follow the other link, or one of the other links, multiple, in the comments in the description down below, and you can follow me on Twitch. You can also see the full streams in their entirety on the videos tab on Twitch as well for a full 60 days after the broadcast has ended, so you can stay bang up to date with everything if you would like to. And of course, make sure you're following me on social media, in particular Twitter, to ensure that you can stay up to date with everything that happens with me, whether that be F1, whether that be FIFA, Football Manager, or anything else in between. Today, we are at Spain. We had a great result at Zandvoort yesterday with the wheel. I say yesterday, it was yesterday that I did the stream. Whether this video will be yesterday as you're seeing it, I'm not sure. Saul with a 52nd month of Twitch subscription. Very much appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much indeed. So today we're at Catalonia. And it's time to take on the Spanish circuit. Obviously, it's a circuit that we're very familiar with, but it's never a circuit I've traditionally done that well at. We do have some R&D points to spend. We've spent some money, however, by upgrading my perks. I've done my driver perks. And as we head into practice at Spain, I am going to put all of my more worn components in so that we don't use up the newer parts for qualifying and the Grand Prix. We might need a new gearbox soon as well. This is probably going to be the last gearbox that we're able to use moving forward. To be fair, it needs to complete 6 races, and it will complete a 6th race, so that's good news. But we do have some R&D points to spend, and it's recommending that I do durability, but I'm really not sure about that. It's 40% chance of failure there as well, 40% chance of failure there, and 30% chance of failure on one of these aerodynamic upgrades, which still actually isn't the lowest area of our car anymore. You can see on the index on the left-hand side, it's actually the durability. But I don't mind taking the odd penalty, so that's not a problem this season, because we're going to be fairly near the back anyway. It's not going to be the difference between us getting or not getting any points. So I'm going to concentrate on the aerodynamics and the chassis for the time being, but with 40% of failure there, I would like to up. What was that weight saving though? No, it's tyre wear. Okay, I would like to lower the chance of failure on either of those first. Now I'm going to go with front wing downforce initially to try and improve the ability of the front end of the car to be pointy and go where I want it to, and then we can focus on the back to ensure that the rear is as stable as we would like it to be as well. So we've spent all of our resource points there. Thank you for the bits there, Lucas. We've spent all of our resource points now, so it's time to head to the circuit. Now, as ever, I will cut various points throughout practice and qualifying, and then we'll have extended highlights of the race itself. Do drop the video a like if you enjoy, of course, on YouTube, and subscribe to the channel for more F1 My Team or FIFA career mode as well. That, of course, coming to you continually on a daily basis, and follow the link in the description to Twitch to watch these live. But without any further ado, I'm going to cut here in the YouTube video, focus on the live stream, and let's go to Spain. Right, that was a purple one as well. Optimal pace. That is our best practice session of the season. Our best set of practice sessions of the season. And look at the tyre life. Our tyre life is great, which is going to be brilliant for our race pace, provided we can keep that up. But we've got 540 of 575 resource points there that were available, so I'm thrilled with that. We shall retire from session and be delighted with our practice sessions work. I'm going to now go and put the newer engine parts into the car. The new ICE, which is the combustion engine, ICE internal combustion engine. The new MGUH and MGUK, which is how the car regains the electricity into the battery. It's either kinetic energy or heat energy. And also we put the fresher turbocharger, I think was the other one, wasn't it? We'll put the fresher turbocharger into the car as well, which is, I can show you here, look. So we'll put the event gearbox in when we go to qualifying. That will do that automatically. So new internal combustion engine, new motor generator unit K, motor generator unit H, and turbocharger. So they will go in 10% compared to 62, 9 to 58, 12 to 53, and 11 to 67. So these two are at 46 and 33. So we don't need to be thinking about changing the energy store or the control electronics any point soon yet. So I'm going to go and simulate the rest of practice, and then I shall see you in qualifying. Oh, I slid around that corner. That wasn't very good at all. We go into P12. I think we were briefly there. P11. Into Q2 we go. Into Q2 we go. Thanks to the drying track, we are going to be competitive in the dry. We might well stand a chance of getting some points again in back-to-back races. We shall have to wait and see. But that was a great way to end the session. Please tell me. Oh, Juan Manuel, come on. He didn't go out again. There's no way that he would have been that slow, surely. He must not have gone out. No, because I did a 120. He must have gone out at the wrong time. I think I need a faster teammate. I think we're at the point now where we need a faster teammate. And at the end of the session, we qualify P16. Oh. I felt like I was quicker than that. How can we be P11 in... Well, I guess it was the changeable conditions, wasn't it? P11 in Q1, but P16 in Q2. Or Lewis, Seb, Charles, and Valtteri all qualifying on mediums, so they'll start the race on mediums. Oh, I was considerably off the pace. I genuinely thought we were quicker than that. Well, maybe then the Grand Prix won't be as... We won't be as far up as we hope we would be. Hopefully in full race trim we'll be quicker.
How does a car perform in these conditions? Is it an advantage or a disadvantage?
Racing in the wet is definitely a different skill set, is what we'll say.
You won't be starting at the front of the pack. Are you worried?
Not really. Yes, it's always a struggle for grip when we hit dirty air. It's a worry, but we have to make the best of it anyway, is what we'll say. I don't want to say anything negative about my car. The team's really gelling. I think it's going to be a great season with a bit of development in the power unit. The car is great, but we need to develop the chassis. As long as the car doesn't wear out too fast, I think we'll do okay. I'm just going to say the team's really gelling. There's no point negatively affecting the morale of any of our departments, is there, for the sake of saying so. If I can avoid doing that, then I will. It's just being well media trained, isn't it, I guess? So we finished in qualifying ahead of K-Mag, so we're improving there, and we're getting closer to being level 5 and catching up Juan Manuel Correa, actually. We'll have a quick look at the driver market and see what the situation is there, and if it gives me an idea of when I might be able to upgrade my driver. If not, we'll just jump straight to the race. Let's see what race strategy options we have available to us.
Finish last race. Let's aim to keep the momentum going.
I will try and keep the momentum going, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to. So the selected strategy is a 2-stop, which is longer than a... we can actually significantly lessen the amount of time it's going to take. We can go... But do I want to go longer? Knowing that we can pit lap 14, I might still pit lap 14. I think we'll go with that one, and then I might try and pit lap 14 still. I'm not sure about fuel here, so I will... I might as well just put maximum fuel in. And then we'll see what we can do. If I get first place, you'll donate £100. Your money is safe. I'm going to go medium soft. Well, you reckon go medium soft? I could start on the mediums, perhaps. I could start on the mediums. And go long. 225 lap stints on mediums, followed by a short sprint on some softs. Medium soft isn't an option. My tyres won't last long enough to go medium soft. I'm going to stay away from the hards as well. Soft tyres, lighter car. Great shout, Mog. Or Mowgli. That's what we'll do. We'll go 225 lap stints on the mediums. And then we'll end on the softs. And if there's a safety car in the middle, then we shall deal with that as it comes. But yes, we do have a fresh set of softs. So that's what we'll do. Medium, medium, soft then. That's the race strategy we're going to go with. Let's see if we can make it work. We will be slower at the beginning, but quicker at the end. And as ever, things should come to us at the end. That's what we like to do with strategy. I like to have the fresher tyre and chase someone down rather than try and hold someone behind me. So let's see what we can do. Off we go then for the Spanish Grand Prix. Starting from P16. A number of other cars around us actually starting on mediums as well. So everyone, apart from Grosjean to my left there, is going for a similar strategy. There's a Red Bull, Alex Albon in P18. Alex Albon didn't qualify very well at all, so a Red Bull out of position on the grid. I didn't use my my ERS there at all to get away from the line, so that's why everybody got past us a little bit. I still have my teammate on the outside of me there, Correa. But we're going to, lose then. The rear end is what we're going to do. I'm going to try and squeeze him out. He's going to have the inside line for this next turn. There you go. We've held P18. So we dropped a couple of places, but I mean, we would have dropped to the Red Bull anyway. But I do expect to be moving forward in this Grand Prix. At least I really hope we move forward in this Grand Prix. The car felt quick in quali, but evidently just not quick enough. Try and take the Red Bull again. Up the inside. Still on the outside of me, and we'll have the inside line into this next turn. There we go, we've taken Alex Albon, we're back up to P17. Held that nicely. So everybody around us is going to be going long as well. They're all on mediums too. Time to use the old ERS. To be fair, our Renault engine should be slightly more powerful than the Honda in the Red Bull. Just need to make sure we stay within DRS range of the car in front, so that when DRS becomes available, we don't get left behind. We should be able to do that, I'm pretty sure. We should be able to stick with the cars in front of us for this first stint, and just. I'm intrigued to... I fully expected the other cars to go... Well, to be fair, they might be going medium hards. They all might be going medium hard, which means we're doing an extra pit stop than them, but we'll just have to wait and see. I have no idea what the AI are going to do. But I love that about the F1 games now. You used to be able to really accurately predict just what the AI were going to do. They just do exactly what you did, or exactly what the default strategy was. But now they switch it up, and I love that. It makes every race interesting, just as it would be in real life. Just going to try and work to get myself up to the back of Kvyat, and then get past him. We might have to rely on pit strategy to get past a couple of cars, because it is notoriously difficult to overtake at this track. But if I can get aggressive... I hadn't even thought to check the fuel yet, actually. So 1.26. We'll see what that is in a lap's time. Overtake button, rich revs, and DRS. I just cannot catch him. Just not quite fast enough in a straight line. Gonna have to get brave on the brakes at some point. Why is it saying yellow something as well? Oh, it's the gearbox. The gearbox is at 60%. I did wonder. I thought, hang on, did I forget to change everything? No, this is the final race that this gearbox has to do, though, so it's not a problem. Now, annoyingly, I left my overtake button on, so I have no battery at the minute, which means I'm going to be a sitting duck for Alex Albon. But you can see how far we've pulled away
We need to stay on form.
from Correa behind us. We're keeping pace with everyone that was in front of us, but Correa has been falling behind. Correa, Magnussen and the two Williams are all dropping off the back of this pack. We're going to have to work hard to get that back now. That one mistake of the overtake button. Annoyed at myself for doing that. Well, someone else is coming out of the pits there. Who's that? Verstappen. Max Verstappen has stopped early as well. Some of the AI might be 3-stopping. Max is all over the back of Albon. All over the back of him. Alex went defensive there into this left-hander. No team orders at Red Bull to let Max past. We're halfway through our first stint now. We are expecting to pit around about lap 25. I am really unsure as to what the AI are doing stop-wise. I think they might be 3-stopping. If they are, I don't know whether we will be quicker long-term or slower long-term if we stick to our strategy, which at the minute I am planning on doing. More in the pits. Grosjean's in the pits, pitting off of those softs. See, Grosjean's done a full 16 lap stint on those softs. I think Grosjean is doing the reverse of our strategy. What the AI are doing that have pit on mediums, pit early whilst on mediums for another set of mediums, I've no idea what they're doing. I don't know what strategy they're running. Surely they're not going to go on to the hards at some point, because they started on mediums. They can't start on mediums, then switch to mediums, and then go to softs. They have to be 3-stopping. They absolutely have to be 3-stopping. Go medium, pit early, medium. Oh, they all started on. Oh, all the front runners started on softs. Okay, it was these medium. I thought they were pitting on mediums. Someone's. I swear someone started on mediums and pit for. Yeah, Magnussen has pit early on those mediums. So they all started on softs and have switched to mediums. So they're doing the reverse of our strategy. Lewis, though, ahead of Valtteri at the front. Lewis ahead of Valtteri at the front is pretty huge. For the very first time this season, Valtteri Bottas isn't dominating a Grand Prix. The Mercedes is still racing away out front. But Hamilton is actually in front of Bottas for the first time. Are we about to see a race win that isn't Valtteri Bottas? Pitting so early has ruined Max Verstappen's race, because he's just been stuck here, losing more and more and more time behind his teammate. Everybody who pit early has just been held up by someone else, whether that be Checo still stuck behind Correa or Max still here stuck behind Alex Albon. Pitting early just isn't the play here in Spain. Going long is definitely our best game plan, because you just get stuck behind someone, not be able to get past. And he is ruining everybody else that pit early's race. So starting on the mediums was definitely the right call. Absolutely the right call. I'm torn, you know. I don't know whether to pit for softs now and do the soft stint in the middle to try and make up loads of ground and have a banging undercut, and then try and hold track position on the mediums at the end, or whether to just go for mediums next and have a really good track position at the end of the Grand Prix and try and hold track position. What do we think, chat? But we are going to have to make that decision this lap. I'm starting to lean towards softs now, you know. If I go softs now and have a good clear run, I can make up more time with the undercut. True, we do have nothing to lose, do we?
Right, come in at the end of
Right.
this lap.
We're going to do it then. We're going to pit for softs this lap, and then we'll aim to pit again around about lap 40-41. We're going to go for a massive undercut, and we'll see if it works. It's a risk, but it's a risk worth taking. We're going to pick for softs now. Then we'll be on mediums later in the Grand Prix, but hopefully be holding track position. All right, I've got cars next to me. Or big lock up from the pass there of Grosjean. Alright, now I'm going to need to make these softs last as long as possible. And I need to go as fast as possible on them. So getting past George Russell as soon as possible. And I've said that as possible a lot. Getting past George ASAP is vitally important for our race strategy. I need to clear the Williams. Dive bomb.
Nice move.
And we're
Good
past.
job.
That was a move that had to be made. It was crucial for our race strategy. Came from a long way back, but he left the door open, so I went for it. Right, now's where hopefully the undercut is going to come into our favour.
Trailing our teammate by 15.1
Thank you for the 200 bits, Ramrod. Get in we did. Thanks for the follow, Leighton and Pow as well. Welcome to the channel, guys. Right. Time to nail it. So we do have another fresh set of softs should we need them at any point. So if there's a safety car and we have the option to go on to another fresh set of softs at some point, we can do that. Just keep an eye on the distances to other drivers. The gap to Raikkonen is currently 8 seconds. We're really pulling away from the Williams now, aren't we? Alex Albon's in the pits as well. This is where they're all in the pits. This is where the undercut is going to hopefully work for us. Can we take Alex Albon around turn 1? Yes, we can. Sweep around the outside of him. The undercut has gained us a handful of positions. And they have switched to the hards. So they are not going to stop again. They're doing a one-stop. So
The car behind you has just fitted the hard tyres. Car behind, running hards.
we're going to have the faster tyre here. Even though they're slightly worn, they should be the faster tyre. And then, even though they're not going to stop again, we should still be able to get past them when we switch to the mediums. Whoa, dearie me. So the AI are, in fact, one-stopping as we suspected when we saw that they were all starting on mediums. I'll rephrase, some of them are one-stopping. Thank you for the bits, Connor. I'll read that message in a moment. Just going to try and get past this Alfa Romeo first, if you don't mind. Rich Revs, DRS, ERS. There's someone else is coming out of the pits. That's Daniel Kvyat. Can we get around the outside of him into turn 1 as well? Yes, we can. Another position taken. That was crucial. This undercut onto the soft so far is working for us. We just have to make sure that we keep the pace up.
Okay, gap ahead is 1.8 seconds.
We have to keep this level of pace up for the full remainder of the Grand Prix so that when we pit again, we can then catch them up. But having to get these overtakes done is crucially important to our overall tactic. Come on, can we get to within a second of Stroll for the next DRS zone? Oh, not quite. We're so close to it, though. Thank you for the bits. Whoa! Hold on a second. Smithster with 10,000 bits. Bro. Thank you, mate. Never really been into F1, but I've picked up the game after watching your content. Been following your YouTube for ages, so keep up the grind, and thank you for being so consistent and making a real difference to people you will never understand. GG's. Thank you, man. GG's to you as well, dude. Can we get some love heart spam in the chat for Smithster, please? I'm going to join in as well. Mate, that's very kind of you. Thank you for the support. Regardless of the bits, thank you for the support. Glad that the F1 content has been so enjoyable to you that you've picked up the game as well, and hopefully you can get as much enjoyment out of it as we're getting as well. Ricardo's in the pits again as well. I don't know why he pits so early. I genuinely don't know why Ricardo pits so early. That two-stop and going on to hards is going to kill his strategy. That's going to kill Daniel Ricciardo's entire race. He qualified well, and I guarantee he doesn't finish well. Excuse me, Lancey boy. Chesnoy needs to come through. Lovely overtake and up into P12. Now to get past Gasly and Raikkonen. That was a nice overtake. I enjoyed that one. Similar to the one on Russell earlier on. Oh, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that very much indeed. Now we've got to get past Kimi Raikkonen, who's on mediums actually. Kimi's on mediums. I need to make as much progress as I can before I pit, because I'm going to have to come through all this lot again after we've pit. Progress in this latter stage of the stint hasn't been as rapid as I hoped it would be, or as we potentially might have needed it to be. Ocon's in the pits again. Ocon making another stop, rock to P11. Right, now if I can stay with Pierre through this first sector and second sector, we could take him at that same corner at the end of the second DRS zone. The same way we have done everybody else so far. Oh no, I've got understeer around that turn. I got understeer in the dirty air and couldn't hold my grip. That's frustrating. Stroll has, pardon the pun, strolled right back up to the back of us now as well, as we're getting held up here behind Gasly and Raikkonen. This is what we didn't need for our strategy. I needed to have gotten past these guys as quickly as possible. Kimi's in the pits. Kimi's pitting now. Gasly will be... Oh, he'll still have DRS though, won't he? Son of a bitch. Kimi's pitting again. And McLaren's in the pits as well. That's Will Norris. That's Lando Norris. Checo's come out of the pits here as well. And we will take him too. Getting some blue flags now as well, which is not good news, but we'll be pitting... Well, to be fair, I was going to pit next lap, but if we're getting blue flags now, I'm going to pit this lap. Because otherwise I'm going to end up losing all the time I've gained by letting everyone else past. Oh man, Gasly would be vulnerable now, but we are going to pit again. We're going to pit for a set of mediums, and then we're going to have a lot of overtaking to do.
Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres.
I've just put them on, mate. And we are only going to be going to lap 65, because we have been lapped now. If you look at the mini-map, look, where Norris is down the road, there is a gaggle of a load of cars. That's what we're trying to catch. That's what we're trying to make our way through. That's what, in the course of the next 20 laps, we will catch and hopefully will make our way through. Giovinazzi's at the front of it. Then there's an Alpha... Whoa, there's an Alpha Tauri. 2 Renaults. And Norris. And ourselves and Kimi Raikkonen are trying to catch them up. The annoying thing is, if we hadn't had to slow up to let Lewis through at the end of our in-lap, we would have been ahead of Kimi. and I would have taken Gasly as well and been able to earn a little bit more time. Gap to Lando's under 10 now.
Ahead is 2.1 seconds.
So as a pair, we are catching them. There's that gaggle of cars. And we've still got some time left. They're all eventually working their way past the Alfa Romeo, aren't they? Alex Albon is past and down the road now. They've all been stuck behind Antonio Giovinazzi. Actually, Charles Leclerc coming through now might be what helps us get positions. With 5 laps to go. Lando's going slowly there. Has Lando got a problem, or is he just letting Charles through? I'm not sure. Oh, this is going to get tasty. This is going to get really tasty. Kimi's trying to take advantage and has taken advantage and has gained an extra spot. Oh, this is going to be crazy fun. A few laps, I think.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Good, because there's only 2 laps of race left. Lap 64 and lap 65. And I'm trying desperately to catch Lando, but I just can't seem to do it. Giovinazzi is holding everybody up, or has done for the entire race. The only reason we've got the chance to improve here is because he held up Albon and the 2 Renaults. That wasn't driving smart, but it might work. Oh, that was a bit rude. Sorry, Lando. That was a bit rude on Lando, but we'll take it. We're up into P16. Now we just need to catch the 2 Alphas on the final lap. And it will be on the final lap. Why do we always end up battling the Alfa Romeos for position at the end of a Grand Prix? It's always Giovinazzi. It's the first time Raikkonen's been involved in it. Oh, that Ferrari engine is so fast in a straight line. Lewis has just won the Grand Prix behind us. Finally, Valtteri Bottas doesn't take maximum points. Come on, I need a good corner here, up the hill. Oh my God! Binned it. Trying so hard to catch Kimi up. It's not gonna. It's not to be. We got Lando, but we're not to get any of the others. It's going to be a P16 finish in Spain. The strategy so nearly worked. It so nearly worked. If we hadn't had to let Lewis through the lap that we pit, or if we hadn't been quite so stuck behind Raikkonen and Gasly in that middle stint, maybe we'd have been able to get ourselves a little bit higher. Lewis wins the race, though, for the first time. Hamilton costing you 2 races in a row. That's true. It was Lewis that we had to let through in the Netherlands as well, wasn't it? Having to let Lewis through here and let Lewis through in the Netherlands is what cost us the chance of positions in both Grand Prix. Lewis from Bottas from Seb. Not sure who got the fastest lap. Thank you for the 16-18 bits there, Martin. Appreciate it. Oh, sorry, 16-16 bits for the 16th place finish. We got a new helmet. That helmet looks really smart, actually. We're going to have some new gloves as well and some extra pit coin that can go towards our next podium pass when the time comes. So Lewis from Valtteri from Seb, Charles in 4th, then Carlos Sainz 11th to 5th, Max Verstappen in 6th, Checo Pierre up in 8th, fair play to him, and Stroll in 9th as well, Kvyat 17th to 10th, Albon 19th to, wow, 19th to 11th, how painful is that? Still no points despite getting driver of the day. We come 16th, we were so close to 14th, and our teammate Correa finishes in 19th. So I definitely am going to upgrade. Definitely am going to upgrade Korea at the first opportunity. Thank you for the follow, Scott and Simon. Welcome to the channel. And Ronan as well. And the Suave. We are certainly going to win that head-to-head as well. And we are up to level 5 driver acclaim, I think. Are we that close? With oh, Jesus. We are a gnat's chuff away from getting... Oh, and only 3 of 4 questions. That aren't... We haven't had enough press conferences. I'm not going to select that again. I'm not going to select the press conference one again. We're going to make sure that we get one that's like laps or something like that. Or not... Well, maybe not touching anyone, because I'm not particularly that good at that. Thanks for the follow, HG Gaming. Right, so we have a full extra week before the Monaco Grand Prix, which I'm not looking forward to. But we can assign some activities here. Chassis department, I'm not going to concentrate on anything that does minus morale to anywhere. So we've got 7 days to do stuff. So we could go 2, 2, and 3 perhaps. Second driver PR filming, but that's going to improve driver acclaim and give us some extra cash. Then we can do power team building and reaction training, or power team building and sponsor event filming, I think is what we'll do. So we'll do that. And then here we'll do the sponsor event. That will take us up another step with regards to the team building. And then or with regards to the team acclaim, sorry. And then I'll do driver promotion and we'll do the power team building as well. That's going to give us so much extra stuff. Now, I'm going to spend my R&D points now if I can. Again, it's recommended durability. I don't want to go for durability, though. Department capacity reached there. 40% chance of failure, though. That's the problem here with the chassis. Insufficient resource points. Insufficient resource points. Powertrain I'm not going to concentrate on, because hopefully Renault will make some advancements of their own. I'm going to do that and pray that it passes. That'll be ready by the 31st of May. So unfortunately, it's not going to be in time for the Monaco Grand Prix, but maybe in time a little bit later on down the line. I'm going to advance. Powertrain upgrade passed. We've got low cash, it says. You do not currently have enough cash to afford your teammates' contract renewal. Oh. Okay. So when is the contract renewal? That may be what it was trying to tell me when Martin gifted those subs and we distracted ourselves from what was going on. We are now going to be able to change our event gearbox as well and not take a penalty for that. Right, so in the driver market, our driver's contract, when does that run out? He's got a 2 million base salary. We can afford to renew him now that we've got some extra money in. Now that we've got some extra money in, we can afford to renew him if we want to. And you can see there, 47 days. It expires Monday, 6th of July. So contract ends after Austria. Can you check the contract screen to see how much money he'll want? He'll want £2 million. But we can afford someone that is much better than him in Nick De Vries for the same fee. We can afford Nick De Vries for the same fee. Now, I can compare Nick De Vries. He's +5 experience, +11 racecraft, +21 awareness, but only -1 pace. We could go for Jack Aitken, who would be cheaper and is an improvement everywhere. So I think Jack Aitken might be the one that we go for. Antoine Hubert is an option too. And he's faster in pace and racecraft, but lower in experience and awareness. I think the awareness is going to be massive for Jack Aitken. I think Jack Aitken might well be the one that we go for. Save an extra 500 grand as well. We could sign someone like Latifi, but I mean, 66 pace. Jack Aitken and Nick De Vries are going to be better than Latifi. We can't afford the likes of the regular F1 drivers yet. We've been plunging money into our facilities even, which has cost us a few million quid. But when we upgrade the driver contract, I'm going to go for Nick De Vries or Jack Aitken, depending on what how much money we have at the time. But we'll have Monaco next, then Azerbaijan, then Canada, then France, and then Austria in 4 Grand Prix time or 5 Grand Prix time. That's when the contract will expire. Thank you for the follow, Lawrence, and Borough River as well. So we are in a really good position right now. A really good position. I'm going to save some money between now and then for a little while. Got a message, development update. I've just got a meeting, just got out of a meeting with the engineers over the powertrain department. The upgrades we made to the department are going down well. They seem to be opening up some new avenues of development. That's good news. Opening up new avenues of development in the powertrain area. We've got insufficient resource funds to do anything else. That's available. Oh, I see. So we can go... We're going to get... are these ones here, these little ones, are they upgrades that Renault are doing? That Renault have made? And that we're benefiting from? I think that's what that is. So Renault have made improvements to engine power, and engine power. So the engine is actually getting better. Thank you, Renault. Durability-wise, they've made improvements as well here and here with general durability, which is great. So we're seeing the benefits now from the supplier of the Renault engine. And with regards to our R&D, we're still the 3rd slowest car, but look how much the powertrain has taken a jump now. We're still the 3rd slowest car, but powertrain-wise, we have the... Well, basically, we're middle of the range. We actually have a better engine, supposedly, than the Renault... Better powertrain than the actual Renault team. Chassis-wise, we're still 3rd bottom. Aero-wise, we're making improvements. Durability-wise, we are bottom. But at the minute, durability isn't an issue for us at present. And I'm not worried about taking grid penalties. That doesn't bother me at all. So, very pleased with the progress so far. We got our first points in the last race. Sorry. Well, yeah, in the last race, in the last stream. We were pretty fast in that Spanish Grand Prix. I didn't quite work the strategy in our favour. Monaco is basically a write-off for me because I'm not very good around Monaco whatsoever. But as we move towards Baku, Canada, France and Austria, we should do a decent job there, hopefully. We shall wait and see, of course. But for now, that's going to bring this YouTube video to a close. Do drop the video a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to make sure you don't miss out on any further content, whether that be F1, My Team, or FIFA as well. Of course, daily content of that continuing and won't stop. So for now, thank you very much for watching the YouTube video. Check the link in the description to buy the game for yourself. Check the link in the description to follow me on Twitch and on Twitter. And I'll see you next time.